Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's Ryan here, and I have a special video, a secret video, and the link is in the description. It's basically a random video I made that's sort of like Jumanji, that guy that does the ephedra capsules and pounds them up. Basically, I made a stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, just take a look at the little quick 25-second video if you're interested. It is quite hilarious. I will probably have it on my Instagram. If you follow me, there'll probably be some links down there somewhere. But it is funny. But want to address each and every single one of you that watched this video in the last 24 hours. First one on my list here is Ski Man. He says, I'm an avid follower in your journey, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. The 64 of you that watched my video and the 5 or 6 of you that commented, I want to say thank you. So thank you, Ski Man. We got a question here. How about letting fear? This is from Isrini Husami. Sorry if I say that. Husami says, how about letting fear dictate decision-making, intrinsic self-value? Intrinsic self-value might be a topic I may address later, but I do want to talk about fear dictating decision-making. One thing you're going to need to realize is that all decisions are based on fear. Every single one. You know, when I say fear-based, you can interpret it many different ways. Just to take a simple example, or example that's off the top of my head, is making this video. There's a fear that people won't like it. I'll get a thumbs down. And you know what's so funny? There's no way, at least not right now, of not that letting the thumbs down not hurting. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. Having a thumbs down hurts. And I don't know. I think that's okay. But basically there's a fear decision. But then you do it anyway. You know what I mean? So fear is going to always dictate choice. Right? Like, for example, fear. Here's a good example. Like, I won't post this video on YouTube, on Facebook. You know, people who personally know me for whatever reason. I do know some of you personally know me that watch my videos, but for whatever reason, that doesn't seem that weird. You know what I mean? So if you personally know me and you're watching my video, that I know that, but I know that you're not going to comment. But if I were to put this on Facebook, I know a lot of people who know me personally will see it. And I don't know if this is a thing with me wanting to be famous. Like, I don't have to be really famous, but I do want to be well known in a particular niche or field. I just haven't figured out which one it is going to be yet. I'm just sort of using this as an experiment to sort of enjoy my self-expression. And kind of going off tangent. The point is, what I'm saying is that depending on the domain, basically I'm controlling my fear. So, like, for example, I'm getting off track here, but my point is, I'm sharing this video, but I won't share it on Facebook because I'm too embarrassed. I have too much fear dictating me from sharing it. But then the fear of having strangers, mostly strangers, that comment on my videos on YouTube, particularly the YouTube crew that watch videos, doesn't scare me as much. It does, but not the same as sharing it with people on Facebook, for example, right? Okay. But I hope that explains your question, talking about fear and decision making. You just have to remember that also, I should talk about this more. Anger is a form of fear. You know, the reason why you get angry in the first place is because you are afraid. You know, you're protecting something. You know, that's actually kind of hard to say. So it's hard because the thing is that when you make someone mad or someone gets mad at you for whatever reason, that's usually fear expressing itself. Some may disagree with this, but I've been thinking about this a lot, and I think it's true. You know, there's no, because you're angry, someone pissed you off because they've sort of essentially told you your worldview is wrong. And if your worldview is wrong, your sort of framework for the world sort of disintegrates and falls apart. And that's scary, right? Like, if I say, for example, you're avid, just using religion as a big example, if you're a big believer in God, right, and I tell you God is not real, that might make you angry. But that's fear, you know? Fear and anger are kind of like two sides of the same coin. Anyways, question here. Thomas Ferguson says, go wherever your interests take you. I found a lot of your videos enjoyable and helpful. I really do like that advice. I really wish that was something that, that's what I'm doing right now, right? I'm kind of doing a video on a whim. But the one thing that comes to mind when you make that comment is that eventually I'm going to have to niche down and pick an audience to talk to. I mean, I care about you guys that are, you know, enjoying my content, but I need to narrow in my focus. You know, just think about the people you watch on YouTube, and maybe the ones that you particularly love the most, maybe a podcast. those people you love for a specific reason, right? Like, I'm a big fan of Tim Ferriss. Some of you are a Tim Ferriss fan, and you like him for a specific reason. Sometimes you can't even quite explain it. I'm a big Ryan Holiday fan. I love his books. Ego's Enemy is basically sort of a life-changing book for me of how I see the world. And for whatever reason, I'm very drawn to him, you know, and they are kind of choosing an audience, if that makes any sense. All right, next here is, question is, more fitness videos. You give decent advice in a way that's easy to understand. Thank you, Johnny Trouble. I will see if you have a fitness question, I can answer it because I would love to do that. G Money Mozart, dude, keep pushing out your fitness stuff. That's what the channel used to be, and you were slowly building it. Well, I'm not all about that anymore. So, you know, unfortunately, I know that's what will cause my subscriber count to drop, my views to be very low, because most people are interested in they join my channel for the specific reason of fitness, right? And I am into fitness. I train every day. I'm always going to be training every day. I still train clients every day. Well, not every day, but I still train clients for part of my living. But for the most part, I mean, if you don't have a specific fitness, I love fitness. Like, I'm a biomechanic nerd, right? I see the world like, you know, if you're a Kelly Starrett fan, or I've been a coach trainer for like 15, 16 years. You know, I was nerding out on like the way the body moves. So if you got a question about that, geez, I would love to answer it, but it's got to be specific. Oh, actually, I got this one. We were going hiking, me and my wife today, and I saw these two ladies in front of us, right? And what was interesting about one of them was kind of bow-legged, you know, and the one on the left, her was knock-kneed. Actually, I would call her more normal, but her knees were going in slightly, and you could see her feet turning out because of the way I saw the pinky toe on each side of the foot, or the pinky side of the toe. And what I'm trying to say is that it's cool to see that. I was telling that to my wife, right? And I'm just explaining like what I'm seeing. The person on the right has less likely to have knee injury. The person on the left has more likely to be has knee injury. The one on the right probably lifts weights. They may not, but they probably do. It could be their femur is like kind of curved, maybe. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe the way their hip socket is. Anyways, I think about this stuff a lot. I see it a lot. I observe it. It's kind of like seeing the Matrix in a way. Next here is, I think this is the last one, which is, hey, Ryan, just stopped by to say hi. I'm a pretty recent subscriber. Keep up the videos. Hope to see more. This is You Have Mo Face. So, yeah. Thank you for your comment. You have Mo Face. I think that's going to be the end of this video. If you have a request, I will make that video for you if I see your comment. But for the most part, thanks for watching. Oh, one more tip. If you're going to leave a comment, make sure you don't leave any links, because if you put links, it'll go to spam, or most likely go to spam. I won't see it. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next video.